Welcome back to consecutive day 703 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. So find out more about the challenge, how you can support it, check the links in the comments below. But do subscribe and give this a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 703 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. We're fast approaching the big 2-year milestone in 26 or 7 days or so. So fast approaching, under 4 weeks to go to the big 2-year anniversary of this epic challenge. But back to current affairs, to say the least. Well, yesterday was a really good day yesterday. From a personal perspective, it was the first hour that my eldest child, Leo, has spent in school since being diagnosed with long COVID back in early September. Until yesterday, he'd only done 7 days in his in school this academic year, which is some 8 or 9 months or so ago, which has been a really arduous battle getting to this stage. But to do just an hour in school was huge, and he flourished, and that's the, you know, it could have gone 2 ways. He could have completely sank and been out of his depth, or he could have embraced it and flourished it. And although he won't let on that he's flourished because he's not confident enough to do so yet, but he did. The feedback we've had from teachers and from people who've seen him is that he was engaging with his friends, engaging in the class, and he just had a new lease of life. So we're not going to push it too quick, but he'll be back in again this week for another hour, and then next week maybe three lots of an hour, and then gradually increase it to maybe a half day at some point, with the view of getting him back in the second half term of the final summer term, back to hopefully full-time school. But it's a long way away yet, so one step at a time. But massively proud day for me, seeing what my eldest has been through. It's been horrendous, and to see him taking his first steps back in school is a sight I didn't think I'd see for a long time. So super stoked and chuffed about that. From a business perspective, I was out and about all day yesterday in the lovely Reading, doing property inspections and less glamorous side of social housing properties, basically. And I met my business partner Jack. We had a couple of important meetings with regards to stock that's coming our way for stuff that we can get ready and rent out to social housing providers. Costs are going up, cost of materials are going up. You know, it's margins are starting to get squeezed a little bit. So, but they're still fantastic deals. So we were kind of expecting this, but our quota is robust, which is the most important thing. But the costs have gone up slightly, which is just the way of the world at the moment with everything that's going on. So a few little adjustments we had to make today. But even though we've increased our costs, we've had 2 sales coming today already. So clearly, you know, it's the difference between a close to 50% return on investment. It's actually about 47% return on investment now with the increased costs, which is in the grand scheme of things is not a lot at all. So they're still super attractive deals to our investor base, which is super cool. So it was an important day yesterday, and the key thing is that we're kind of safeguarding our stock supply for the next few months, which is really important, and hopefully that will grow as we get through the summer months. So watch this space. From a running perspective, just still going. Keep on plodding, as they say. It's hay fever season now as well, and I'm starting to get itchy eyes and kind of tickly throat and the runny nose and those types of things that come with hay fever. So that makes running a little bit more challenging, especially this time of year. As you can probably see around me, there's a lot of blossom on the hedges and the bushes, and that kind of, I can feel it. It's like when you go to a foreign country and you can feel the humidity in the air. I can feel the pollen in the air with my hay fever. So it does pose a different challenge of running, and quite often when I sweat, I feel that sweating kind of gives me a protective barrier from the pollen, but it then normally catches up with me once I stop. So I've got medication and I do take it and stuff, but it does pose a little bit more of a challenge when running. I don't know if anyone else who runs struggles with hay fever. how do they find it, and what have they got any hacks or tips to kind of cope with it. I'd love to hear. But yeah, it takes more than a bit of hay fever attack to stop me running anyway. So that's it for me today. As always, any comments, drop me a line. I'll respond to everyone. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. Check the links in the comments below for more information about how you can support it and get involved. Do subscribe and give us a share. There's more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. And we've just launched a campaign, a sustainable fundraising campaign called Caffeine for Kevin. And the idea behind it is if you can afford to donate me the price of a cup of coffee once a month, whether that's £1, £2, £5, or an amount that you will not notice leaving your account on a monthly basis, it's a small amount, making it sustainable. But because of the longevity of this challenge, a £1 a month subscription is £125 to a child who needs it the most. £2 is £250. £5 is about 600-ish. So it's life-changing sums of money, or 625 I think to be exact, which will genuinely save the lives of children who need it the most. And even though, metaphorically speaking, I'll never get to drink any of these coffees because every single penny will get passed on to the charities in full, but it will still give me that caffeine boost, seeing that money coming in every month, which is why we've called it Caffeine for Kevin. Bit of audience here with the sheep, which is very nice in the rural countryside. But anyway, that's it for me today. Thank you for your support as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.